I'm coming at you with a video. I can't call it a sighting. It's a little tragic, a little sad. No woman should be assaulted in any manner, especially when she's 8 to 9 months pregnant, especially when she has an active child's father that's in her life. And that's exactly what happened. She claimed she was, I won't, she alleged, I don't want to say claim because that's disrespecting her. She alleged that she was sexually assaulted at 9 months pregnant by the assailant or the victim in this case. Notice I said victim because he was stabbed to deletion, according to the case. Not a very long case, not even an ending to the case. But she keeps saying clearly, this guy assaulted me. I went home. I told my child's father what happened, and he came back. So the prosecutor asks, at one point, did you say, I don't want to get into the semantics of everything. I want you to look at it. It's not a very long trial, and then we'll come back in the end. But hit that like button, hit the notification bell after you subscribe. And once again, we'll see you in the end.
All right. Back on the record in the matter of Haywood. Did I lose Haywood? Yep, I got him in the waiting room. All right, back on the record in the matter of Haywood. When we concluded, Ms. Bickerstaff, you are introducing an exhibit.
Yes, Judge.
Okay. You wish permission to introduce People's Proposed Exhibit number 1. Is that correct?
That's correct, Judge.
Okay.
I just don't see the witness on the screen.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got Miss Fletcher in the waiting room as well. Miss Fletcher, can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you, Judge. I'm publishing People's Exhibit 1. And for the record, I'm playing People's Exhibit 1 at 42:22. And I've paused People's Exhibit 1 at 42:24. Miss Fletcher, do you recognize anyone in that video?
Yes, ma'am.
Who do you recognize?
Me and my child's father.
Okay, what are you wearing?
An orange shirt with black shorts.
And where is your child's father? What's something he's wearing?
He's wearing the red rouge shorts, burgundy red rouge short with no t-shirt on.
Okay, and does he have something around his neck?
Yes, his t-shirt.
All right, and what's his name?
Kiwan.
Do you know his last name?
Haywood.
And for the record, I'm publishing People's Exhibit 2. For the record, I'm playing at 42:33. And for the record, I paused the video at 42:39. Miss Fletcher, do you recognize anyone in this video?
Yes, ma'am.
Who do you recognize?
Me and my child's father.
Okay, what's something you're wearing?
An orange shirt with black shorts.
All right, what's something he's wearing?
Burgundy rouge shorts with his t-shirt around his neck.
Okay, and are you both kind of right in the middle of the screen in this video? Miss Fletcher, can you hear me?
Can you repeat that, ma'am?
Yeah, are you both about right in the middle of the screen in this video?
Yes, ma'am.
Judge,
I'm sorry, Ms. Fletcher, can you turn your camera on? I'm sorry, what are you asking?
I was just gonna ask where the microphone is, like where I should speak to, so she can hear me best. Is it this or the
Yeah,
TV?
I think you are in the TV? Okay.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I'm not yelling in the wrong direction.
Well, I didn't know, so we don't get many folks live. Gotta ask the expert.
All right, Ms. Fletcher, now, you previously told us about an incident that happened a couple weeks before this incident at the gas station, correct?
Yes, and it happened that same. I have got sexually harassed and assaulted that same day as well.
All right, so I'm asking you about the incident from a couple weeks before. Do you remember talking about that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and you told us today that on that incident about 3 weeks ago, the victim said he was going to kill you, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, do you remember telling the police that he was hitting on you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, were you being truthful with the police?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, would it be fair to say that you never told the police that that incident 3 weeks prior, he said he was going to kill you?
Can you repeat that?
You never told the police in regards to the incident 3 weeks prior that the victim said he was going to kill you?
I did.
And you believe that incident was about July 3rd of 2024?
I believe it's between that day. I don't remember the day it actually happened.
All right. Now, do you remember speaking with the officer in charge yesterday on the telephone?
You said what, ma'am?
Do you remember speaking with Detective Arnston yesterday on the phone?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you remember telling him that you were going to say whatever you had to say to get your child's father out of jail?
No, that's not what I said. I told him that I was going to testify and tell the judge that I was sexually assaulted, because that's the biggest piece that y'all are missing out of the story. When they interviewed me, I told them that I was sexually assaulted, and I told him that on the phone. And it's like they keep all they worried about is the situation that occurred. It's like no one cares that I'm 9 months pregnant and was sexually assaulted. And Detective Arson.
So, Judge, I would object this is non-responsive to the question.
Overruled, but that's the end of this. Keep going.
Okay. Now, you indicated today that after this, or as your child's father was approaching the victim, you said you were scared. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you remember telling the police that you were telling Mr. Headwood to stop and let's go home and don't do this?
Can you repeat that?
Do you remember telling the police?
Sorry to cut you off, but your voice keep going in and out.
Can I get closer?
Yeah, maybe get a little closer. No, Miss Fletcher, that's a good thing. We need that you're able to hear what's going on. So if you can't hear, just let us know, okay?
Okay.
All right. Do you remember speaking with the police in regard to this incident?
Yes.
Were you truthful with the police?
Yes.
All right. Do you remember telling the police that as your child's father was approaching the victim, you told him, stop, let's go home, don't do this?
No, that was before we was approached. The man, that was when the man was coming towards us. I was telling him, I'm scared, let's go home. Not when my child's father was approaching.
All right. And before your child's father approached the victim, did he give you his things to hold?
You said, did he give me his things to hold? Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And did he say, hold my stuff?
He said, hold this.
Okay. And then did he approach the victim after that?
You said what, ma'am?
Did your child's father approach the victim after he handed you his stuff?
I want to remain silent.
All right. Are you done, Ms. Bickerstaff?
Yeah. I have a couple more questions.
Move on.
Kiwan is asking, can he talk?
No.
Now, Ms. Fletcher, do you remember texting your friend about this incident a couple days after the stabbing?
What friend?
This would be an individual with the phone number. Well, should I put the phone number? Do you remember texting anyone about this incident after it happened?
No, ma'am.
All right. Do you remember the officers taking your cell phone?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and the officers told you they were going to do a dump of your phone, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
If I could just have a moment.
Sure. I think the statement's in the investigator's report from the dump. It's like the last page. I already saw it.
This is actually a different statement, Judge.
Ooh.
And Ms. Fletcher, does your phone number end 1750?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And permission to publish people's exhibit?
3. Did you show Ms. Anderson?
Not yet, Judge. I wasn't expecting reading this exhibit. Or I guess, can I just publish for the purpose of impeachment and not admit it?
Still like to give her a chance to
Oh, okay.
see it.
Well, one, yes, I would need to see it, but two, I don't think it's a proper impeachment. She says she doesn't remember, not that she didn't text somebody.
Fair enough, but
Okay, so thank you for tuning into this case. Like I told you, this wasn't a cited case, so I couldn't start off my video saying that. Somebody actually, there's a victim in this case. And sometimes don't assault women. Don't disrespect ladies, because a lot of ladies do have protectors, whether it's the child's father, granddaddy, daddy, brothers and sisters, mama, and especially when this lady is 9 months pregnant at the time. That's what she said she was. And on the camera, you clearly saw them walking on the camera. The child's father, he had a shirt off, and he gave her the baby's mother the belongings and say, "I'm about to stab him." And then she was like, "I'm scared. Let's leave." But the outcome is he stabbed the guy, and there's a victim, and now he's sitting in jail. He can't even speak to defend themselves. The child's mother is trying to defend him. Oh, he protected me. But we live in a world where you can't act as a vigilante. What you need to do is actually seek help. You got to call the police, and sometimes in certain communities, police are not always as transparent and show up and vigilant and want to take take people to jail. Sometimes they don't even show up in certain communities. But in this case, he became a vigilante in a way. He took matters in his own hands, and the minute that he stabbed this man and he succumbed to those injuries, now you're in jail. The victim is no longer, the victim, which was a disrespectful foe, he assaulted a 9-month-old lady. On top of that, now the child may grow up without a father if they throw the book at the dad. So it wasn't a verdict in this case, of course, but I definitely wanted to speak more about this. So this is Antonio with Team Tiggio. Support the channel through Cash App, Super Chat. Don't forget the notification bell after you subscribe. And once again, we will see you in the next video.